Man, this might be the highlight of my life. We went past 1,000 subs a couple days ago. Like, you guys are actually ridiculous. And it's crazy that these words are coming out of my mouth. 1,000 subs. You know, I don't know how many videos I've watched of other YouTubers getting across, different milestones. It could be 10 million, 1 million, 1,000, 100,000. It doesn't matter. It's just, I never would have imagined that I would be at this point, like that I would be one of the YouTubers actually celebrating this milestone. It's really been crazy, and it still is till now. It feels like just yesterday when I started reacting to Lock and Key. I think Lock and Key is what started everything. But that was not necessarily my first reaction video. I reacted to a Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer. God, that video is cringy till now. And just to show you guys that you don't really have to have the best equipment to be good. For those of like, you just have to try stuff. For those of you who are too scared, you could use me as an example, because if you go watch that video, that Star Wars Battlefront 2 reaction video, the gadgets I use, the video camera, the mic, it's the exact same. It's the exact same things I still use till now, and you can tell like the quality difference. Okay, over that period of time, like, there's just so much I've learned, right? And I think back to what I was saying about this Lock and Key stuff. So I think I started with Lock and Key, and like I uploaded the first video just as a way to pass time, and it was during reading week of like the winter semester. I think it was in March or February or something. And it turned out to get more engagement than I would have ever believed I could get. Any of my videos could get. And that's how everything started. After Lock and Key, I moved to I'm Not Okay With This. Great series. If you haven't watched it, please go watch that series. And then after I'm Not Okay With This, we moved on to Ozark 3. I think Ozark 3 was what started everything. What properly started everything, because a lot of you guys who met me during Ozark, you guys stuck around to see my episode 9 and episode 10 reaction to Ozark season 3, and that was amazing. But then I think I sort of hit my first road bump or something, like at the end of Ozark, because I'm like, what do I do next? And throughout the journey from Lock and Key to Ozark, I honestly lost the reason why I was doing everything in the first place, because of the speed at which my channel was growing at the time. Like I started getting more view oriented than I would have liked, because initially when I started, I didn't post my first Lock and Key video for views. I just posted it because I enjoyed making the video, making the reaction, and I thought it would just be interesting to put it out there. So that's interest. I started losing that in the midst of all the success. Now this is just me being honest with you guys. So like I was all about the numbers. I'm like, how do I keep these numbers up at the end of Ozark season 3? And that was where I started to learn that, I mean, going from like, numbers never really don't really matter. I don't want it to seem like I'm being condescending or anything, but like for any of you who wish to try this like for yourself, I would advise everyone to actually try posting videos about stuff they're interested in, just to see, like, you guys would learn. I hope you guys learn this for yourself, because like it's really important. Okay, because after Ozark season 3, I had nothing on the cards to react to, that I felt would be on the same level, or that I felt would have the same level of engagement as Ozark. So I moved on to Better Call Saul, and at the same time, I had been getting suggestions to react to Shameless from the same one person, Jeff. The guy kept on hammering, saying Shameless, Shameless. Like towards the end of like my Ozark reaction, he's like, bro, shameless, shameless. I'm like, what the hell is this show? Okay. I first checked it out because like I could have started reacting to it before Better Call Saul, in all fairness. But when I looked at it on Netflix, I'm like, this show lacks some quality, bro. Because it just looked old. I don't know. It looked like an early 2000s type of show, you know, with there's just the way the video quality looked. I'm like, nah, like, ugh, you know. Like looking back in retrospect, you know, it's just funny now. But back then I'm like, oh my god, so is this how my growth is going to go from here to here? And I'm sure a lot of people who start out or who plan to start out will face this problem, you know. So I'm just here to tell you guys, like, there's nothing, like, you will not die if you go from 200 views to 50 views. You will not die. You know, I'm alive. You know, so there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, it should not stop you from trying out whatever you want to try out. But anyway, Better Call Saul, I started reacting to Better Call Saul. I got like episode 3. You know, the numbers dipped obviously from Ozark. But gradually I just started learning that, man, it's not a big deal actually, you know. And then I started reacting to Shameless. Shameless, episode 1, I uploaded it. It was like the numbers were crap. But I enjoyed the episode, you know, so I uploaded episode 2. Episode 2 was crazy as well. Like, you know, Sheila did some stuff with Frank. That was when we first saw her toolbox. For those of you who watch Shameless, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I started alternating between Shameless, Better Call Saul. And I think that's the first time you know, throughout all this, I have to preface all of this, but like I have to preface all of this by saying I've never had a finishing spirit. Like I always was the type of person to, you know, quit halfway whilst doing stuff. So throughout all of this time, I was just constantly uploading videos and stuff. It was just always surprising myself. I was like, okay, so 11 videos on YouTube is not my limit. 12 videos on YouTube is not my limit, you know. I just kept on sort of moving up the ceiling for where I thought like I would lose interest in this and stuff in YouTube and whatever, because like I've just never followed through with most of the stuff I've done in like my life and stuff. So, you know, I throughout this journey, right, I've come to really sort of understand myself a bit better, you know. And for anyone, once again, for anyone who wants to get into YouTube, I would also advise you to not just think about, you know, I would advise you to sort of focus on how what you're doing affects yourself, you know, because that's really the most important thing. Like, think of everything you're doing as a journey of self-discovery, like as you going on a journey of self-discovery, because like with everything you do, you sort of try to learn more. You sort of try to learn more about yourself, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, Shameless episode 1, 2, it didn't do great, but then I don't know at what point, but like I think this just has to do with the YouTube algorithm or whatever. I don't know, it just started pushing my videos out more, like the Shameless videos, and then that's when I realized how fucking huge Shameless was. You know, because I just got like, there was a month where I got like 200 subs, you know, and this is I like, just to put it into perspective, like when I started all this I was at 49 subs. Okay, this was in March. I was 49 subs. Lock and Key gave me like, it pushed me up to like 150 or something. I'm not okay with this, gave me a little bit more subs, but like in 1 month, there was just this 1 month, I can't remember the exact month, I got like 200 every day. Like I was getting subs and stuff, so it was crazy, you know. And with the experience I gathered from, you know, the whole dip in my views between Ozark 3 and Better Call Saul, although the growth was insane, like I managed to keep myself, you know, grounded in the fact that I'm doing this because, you know, I'm interested in it. Like, it's what I want to do first before numbers, you know, before analytics, you know, and that sort of just kept me grounded. And I would advise everyone to adopt a mentality similar to that, but yeah, I've just been doing Shameless and Better Call Saul. I know I started the order. I still haven't finished the order, and the order's numbers aren't that great. But you can see, where not caring about numbers really comes in handy, because, like, I mean, I still did something I wanted to do. I still did something I found interesting. Not a lot of people like the order as a series. Me, I like it, and it's not because and the reason I haven't finished it is not because I don't like it. It's just because I'm trying to figure myself out, and that's where I'm at right now. Okay, because I know recently I've not been uploading Shameless and Better Call Saul. Like, I've not been uploading as often as I used to do over the summer, and that's because and that's not because I no longer like these series, or I no longer like reacting to stuff. No, I still enjoy doing those. It's just, there are just some days where I don't feel like sitting in front of a camera to watch a series. Like, I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like, there's just some days where you don't feel like doing stuff, and I'm trying to figure that feeling out. I don't want to discredit it and sort of force myself to react to Shameless, because I just have a feeling that would negatively impact my impression of the series. I don't want my love for the series to turn into hate because I'm forcing myself to react to the series. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm just at this point in my life where I'm trying to figure out why I'm getting this feedback from myself. I think maybe I guess maybe that's just an indicator that I should try out something else during the period where I don't really feel like sitting in front of a camera. So I'm just thinking of other things to do to fill up that time that my body would not be against in the same way that it would for reacting. I hope I said that sentence well, because that low-key, that confused me. But yeah, I think you guys get where I'm headed with this. So over the next couple days, you probably see me play some horror games or something, or whatever, just to figure myself out. And I hope you guys can bear with me on that. But that doesn't mean there will always be Shameless. There will always be Better Call Saul. You guys can mark my words, and there will always be, like, at the very least, like, during this phase, I've sort of got myself to a level where at the very least I at least post like one episode of each series per week. So like 2 videos per week, 2 reaction videos. That's like the bare minimum. I'm like, nah, like, even if I don't feel like it's throughout this week, I have to feel like it's enough to upload 2 videos a week, so that I don't sort of just get out of my rhythm completely. But yeah, that's a long way to sort of explain that. That's a long explanation for why I've not been uploading as consistently. But I hope you guys understand why it took that long for me to explain. But yeah, that's, by the way, the main point. The main reason behind this video is just for me to thank you guys so much for finding that extra energy to subscribe. I don't even know till now. I actually don't feel like I deserve to be at this point. I'm like overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm like, do I like, what have I done to deserve this? Those are the types of questions that are going on in my head. It's just crazy, and I have you guys to thank for that, for whatever reason you had, right, for clicking the subscribe button. I appreciate whatever reason you've had. Like, for any of you who have watched any of my content for like 1 second, it doesn't matter. I appreciate you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll keep trying to do stuff. I'll keep this going as long as I'm interested, as long as it's something I genuinely want to do. And if at some point I feel like I don't want to do it again, I'll let you guys know. Because that's what this is about. It's about me just doing stuff I find fun, doing stuff I find interesting. But yeah, I wouldn't be at this point without you guys. Once again, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, whatever video that is. I'm guessing it's Better Call Saul, but it might be something else. I don't know. Probably react to some boxing videos. I don't know what it is, but I guess this is the point where I'll start trying out new stuff again. But there will always be serious reactions. You guys can count on that. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day.